Hey YouTube, how the heck you doing? Today is day 3 of NANOWRIMO. I'm not going to say day 4, 5, 6 every time. I'll cut in there once in a while and just tell you what day we're on, but you should know if you're following along what day you're doing, what day I'm on, and hopefully you're having a good time reaching your goals, or almost reaching your goals. Yesterday I did hit my goal a little bit, so I'm happy about that. Who knows if I'll hit it today or not. I'll show you a few things that I did in Scrivener yesterday to help with that flow a little bit. Hopefully it will help you, or if you already know it, that's fine too. In my off time of writing, I usually catch a good book on my phone or so. It's usually in the same genre that I'm writing in, so it doesn't interrupt my flow of thinking for my story. It just helps me with the flow of my stories to see how other authors implement certain things into elements into their story and stuff. So that is one of the things I do on my off time when I'm not writing my story. But let's go ahead and jump in Scrivener here, and I'll show you what so far we have done. So here we are on the next day. As you can see in my chapters, I did some editing of what this chart here shows. It's basically your outline. We'll go over some more details in that in a second. But let me go ahead and show you my target. I am currently at 4,606 words. So I'm quite pleased with that outcome. As you can see over here in Chapter 2, I've added 3 scenes, and I got a various amount of words and word totals there, which gives me my total there. 2490 on Chapter 1. And 2216 on Chapter 2. And what that is, as I showed you that corkboard group mode yesterday, and we were having a look at this one that day also, where it showed these other columns. If you do this little drop down, you can select what columns you show. And what it was showing me the other day, which still wasn't giving me my right and what it was showing previously was the total target and total progress, and it wasn't giving me any kind of outlay, so I just decided to replace those with words and total words, so it gives me a little more feedback as far as what's going on there. And as you can see, you can add anything you want. You can do page breaks on certain chapters if you feel you want to do a page break before that chapter or before that scene. You can do that in that area, but this is your outline basically. And just like in your corkboard mode where you had the index cards that you can move around out of sequence or into the sequence that you want, you can also do that here with the scenes here. So if you want to move scene 2 under the scene 4 category or back into scene 3, let's put that back in order. But as you can see, you can change them around and do whatever you like in that. And if you notice, I got scene 2 selected here. And down here it says add a sleep sequence here. And that's just the note that I want to have on that particular scene. If I were to select scene 1, it has a little more detail for this room. And that is where the notes comes in. And with notes, you can do it for the document itself. If I go to Chapter 1, I don't have anything overall for that. Chapter or Scene 4 and Scene 3, I've added no notes to it. But on Scene 1 and Scene 2, you can see I've added some notes for that. But also, if you do a little drop down here, you can do it for general project notes. So anywhere you select Chapter 2, Scene 1, or any of those scenes, this is the overall notes for the total project itself. So no matter where you select, you're always going to see that. So if you have a little idea that you want to put in the back of your head and come back to later, this would probably be the best place to put it. You don't have to worry about putting it selectively in a certain scene and remembering where you put it. But if you want to go ahead and do just a document note, go ahead and select the document or the scene that you want to add a note to, and then you would be able to add that note. That's just a good way to keep track of some notes you're doing throughout your project. I find that helpful in the ones that I do. So that is it for today. Hopefully you enjoyed spending this time with me. I will see you tomorrow for our next day of NaNoWRIMO and see what we can accomplish and learn in Scrivener or uncover in Scrivener. Like I said, I try to find something new to show you every day. If it is new for you, don't forget to like it down below. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like it below. And don't forget to subscribe so you can follow along for the following days all the way till the end of the month. I'll see you tomorrow.